to the Ballon'dor, football's most prestigious individual prize. But does it always go to the world's best player? History says, not always. From legends like Alfredo Di Stefano and Sir Bobby Charlton to the Dutch masters Johan Cruyff and Marco van Basten, many icons have claimed the title since 1956. Yet the debate continues. Is the Ballon d'Or always awarded to the best, or is there more to the story? In this video, I'll be showing you the 7 biggest robberies in the history of the Ballon d'Or. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and follow for more videos like this. Robert Lewandowski, 2020 and 2021. Bayern Munich stormed to a Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, and Champions League treble in 2019-20, and Lewandowski proved himself as the world's best striker with a stunning haul of 55 goals. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic robbed the Poland international of what surely would have been his maiden Ballon d'Or. The 2020 ceremony was cancelled after French authorities took the decision to write off the Ligue 1 season. The equality that is required for this honorary title will not be met, especially when it comes to assessing performance and preparation. All the award contenders will not be in the same boat, said France football editor-in-chief Pascal Ferret. That explanation didn't really hold up, but the snub didn't have an adverse impact on Lewandowski, who came back to score another 62 goals for Bayern in all competitions in 2018-2021. It felt like a formality that he would finally be awarded the Golden Ball he'd been denied the previous year, and he did end up amassing a whopping total of 580 voting points. Unfortunately, that was still 33 behind Messi, who said to his rival in his winning speech, "Everyone knows and we agree that you were the winner last year. I think France football should award you your 2020 Ballon d'Or. You deserve it and you should have it at home." In the end, Lewandowski had to be content with the inaugural Gerd Müller Striker of the Year prize, which still feels like a slap in the face to this day. Cristiano Ronaldo, 2018. Messi and Ronaldo's 10-year stranglehold on the Ballon d'Or was finally ended in 2018, as Luka Modric scooped the award at the grand old age of 33. Modric did play a key role in Real Madrid's 13th Champions League triumph and was the driving force behind Croatia's surprise run to the World Cup final in Russia, but he finished the year with only 3 goals and 11 assists to his name. Ronaldo really should have been awarded his 6th Golden Ball ahead of his Madrid teammate, having netted 44 goals in as many games, including 15 in the Champions League. The Portuguese forward never spoke out publicly to voice his frustration, but his sister took to social media to slam the decision in an extraordinary rant. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in, rotten with mafia and fucking money. Elma Avero said on Instagram, "The power of God is a lot greater than all this rottenness. God takes his time, but he doesn't fail." Franck Ribéry, 2013. Bayern became the first German club to ever achieve the treble in 2012-13 under Jupp Heynckes, and inflicted a whole heap of misery on their arch-rivals Borussia Dortmund, who were led by Klopp at the time. Heynckes' side finished 25 points clear of BVB in the Bundesliga and beat them 2-1 in the DFB Pokal final, before repeating the trick in a fiercely competitive Champions League showpiece. The likes of Thomas Müller, Philipp Lahm, and Bastian Schweinsteiger were at the peak of their powers for Bayern, but Ribéry was the real architect of their success, with the Frenchman racking up 34 goal contributions in all competitions. Ribéry's pace and guile on the ball gave Bayern the edge in the tightest matches, and he got his hands on every trophy possible, but still finished behind Ronaldo and Messi in the final Ballon d'Or vote. Ronaldo won the award after a 55-goal haul for Real Madrid, but they didn't win a single major trophy, and Messi was powerless to prevent Barcelona suffering a 7-0 aggregate defeat to Bayern in the Champions League semifinals. "It was unfair. It was an incredible season for me, and I should have won it," Ribéry said in an interview with La Gazzetta dello Sport in 2022. "They extended the time for votes, and something strange happened. I felt that it was a political choice." Thierry Henry, 2003. If Henry was unfortunate not win the Ballon d'Or in 2004, it's fair to say that he was robbed outright the previous year, as he set new standards of excellence in the Premier League. The Frenchman registered 24 goals and 25 assists for Arsenal, and to this day remains the only player in English football history to surpass the 20 mark in both categories for a single season. The Gunners narrowly lost out to Manchester United in the 2002-3 title race, but they did win the FA Cup, and Henry was unchallenged in the final reckoning for the PFA Players Player of Year and FWA Footballer of the Year awards. He also scored 7 goals in the Champions League, but ultimately came in second behind Pavel Nedved when it was time for the Ballon'dor to be handed out. Juventus won the Scudetto and reached the European Cup final, only to lose on penalties to arch-rivals AC Milan, and Nedved was unquestionably one of their standout players. But the Czech Republic star didn't come anywhere near Henry in terms of individual brilliance or influence. In actual fact, no one could match up to the Arsenal captain that year, and it's a crime that he doesn't have a Ballon d'Or sitting on his mantelpiece as a reward for his incredible exploits in the final third. Messi won his second Ballon d'Or after another prolific season for Barcelona in 2009-10 that saw him record 47 goals and 12 assists. Barca won La Liga and the FIFA Club World Cup too, but were foiled in their pursuit of back-to-back Champions League crowns by Jose Mourinho's Inter. Sneijder scored one and set up another as Inter beat Barca 3-1 in the first leg of their semi-final tie, and the Italian Giants progressed to the final after a defensive masterclass in the second leg at Camp Nou. The Dutch playmaker, who had arrived at San Siro from Ajax just 12 months earlier, also bagged an assist in Inter's final victory over Bayern Munich, which sealed an unlikely treble for Mourinho's side. The Netherlands then embarked on a thrilling run to the 2010 World Cup final, with Sneijder pulling the strings, only to lose against Spain after extra time. The Ajax Academy graduate finished as the competition's joint top scorer and won 4 Man of the Match awards to underline his influence. Amazingly, Xavi and Andriy Iniesta also finished ahead of Sneijder in the Ballon d'Or ballot, leaving Inter president Massimo Moratti enraged. "I find it very unfair," he told Inter's official website. "Sneijder had a phenomenal year, won everything he could have won. It seems unfair the award is to be given to someone who, although a great player, didn't have the same level of performance throughout the year." Virgil van Dijk, 2019, Jurgen Klopp's revolution at Anfield really took off after Liverpool's £75 million, $91 million capture of Virgil van Dijk. The former Southampton man quickly cemented his standing as the best centre-back in the Premier League, and the Reds amassed a staggering 97 points in his debut season, losing just once. Incredibly, Liverpool still finished second behind Manchester City, but they went on to land their first piece of silverware in the Klopp era by beating Tottenham in an all-English Champions League final. Van Dijk started all 50 of the Reds' Premier League and European fixtures in 2018-19 and even recorded 10 goal contributions. He was heavily backed to become only the 4th defender to win the Ballon d'Or as a result, but Messi ended up beating the Dutchman by just 7 votes. The Argentina international did rack up 51 goals and 22 assists for Barcelona, but Liverpool knocked the Spanish outfit out of the Champions League in stunning fashion. And Klopp had every right to feel disappointed for his star defender. "The decision is made by journalists, and that's how they see it," he said. "I see it slightly different, and so do a lot of people. I cannot remember a more impressive season for a defender, ever." Ukrainian striker Andriy Shevchenko added his name to the Ballon d'Or winners list in 2004 after scoring 36 goals in all competitions to help AC Milan win Serie A and the Supercoppa Italiana. Shevchenko was certainly one of the best center forwards on the planet that year, but he somehow won more votes than 3 players who outperformed him, in the form of Deco, Ronaldinho, and Thierry Henry. Ronaldinho enjoyed a superb debut season at Barcelona that he capped off with 28 goal involvements and landed the FIFA World Player of the Year award, despite the Spanish Giants' failure to win a trophy. Arsenal frontman Henry, meanwhile, picked up the European Golden Boot with 46 goals in 2003-04 and played a vital role in the Gunners' historic, unbeaten Premier League campaign. Both of those men had strong claims to Shevchenko's golden ball, but Deco had the most reason to feel aggrieved after winning the treble with Porto under Mourinho. The diminutive magician scored 9 goals and assisted an incredible 25 for Porto and won the Man of the Match award in their Champions League final victory over Monaco. Deco was also named UEFA Club Footballer of the Year, and his performances earned him a big money move to Barcelona. Deco's mastery on the ball and exceptional passing ability made him a pleasure to watch, and his achievements with an unfancied Porto side really should have put him at the top of the pile.